Alright. Now here's the thing. People keep saying that Metal Gear Survive is a bad game. And I'm here to tell you it's not. I'm here to tell you that Metal Gear Survive is actually a quite good game. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, in Metal Gear Survive, this is an off story from the original Metal Gear Solid 5, right? Where you're transported into a different world and you have to survive, and there's like a field of zombies everywhere with red diamonds sticking out of their heads. Alright, now that we've got this settled, let me just tell you about this game. In this game, you get a stick and you poke them with it, right? You just poke. You're poking and you're poking and you're poking, right? Now, in history, in the Americas, it's always been said to speak softly and carry a big stick. Well, guess what? That's what they're doing in this game, right? Your character very rarely ever says much, and he carries the big stick. He is the embodiment of the American mythology, or, whatever that word is. And just like in the Fallout games, you go around this deserted place, right, looking for resources so that you can send back to the real world. I think that's the case, or whatever. And the game has more of a base building aspect where you can drop down fences like a cage, right? Because these zombies are like caged animals. So you lock them behind a fence and you poke them with the stick to keep them in line. You ever just been at the zoo and they started prodding like an animal, like, get back, goddammit, like that, right? It's the same thing in this game. What you're doing is you're keeping the zombies in line because another example, like you know how they have like different seasons to hunt different animals, right? Like we gotta kill all the deers because there's going to be an overpopulation of deers, right? So they're sending you to this other dimension because there's going to be an overpopulation of zombies. So you're like the zombie hunter. It's your job to thin out the herd before they become too traumatic on the environment. And as a man who has went to plant flowers, in the parks, I can tell you right now, that's not cheap. It's kind of expensive, right? Because those Gatorades cost us money when we were out there in the hot sun. So if you want to protect the world from the infestation of zombies, well, it's going to cost you some money too, right? You're gonna end up having to pay for more character slots, right? Because you're gonna need more than one person to help thin out the zombie herd. That costs some money, and you're gonna need more character loadouts so that you can know exactly what you want to wear when you go zombie hunting, and you're gonna need more equipment slots, right? You're gonna have to pay for those. Now, altogether, if you bought everything in the game, it looks like it's going to cost you an extra $100. But guess what? Keeping the environment free of zombies isn't cheap. I know when we were out there planting trees, our Gatorade alone cost like $200. It was like 30 of us. So in this regard, keeping the world safe from zombies is a lot cheaper than planting trees in the ground, and with much less physical effort. So I don't see why people hate this game so much. As a environmentalist, I think that this game, solves a lot of problems. And finally, they're talking about, Hideo Kojima isn't ahead of this one because he got kicked out of the company. Well, look, I can tell you right now, one monkey don't stop no show, right? I've been told that all my life. Just because I'm not involved in something doesn't mean that that particular project is going to stop. I've never been in part of the circus, but the circus comes to town every year. And people still go see it. Every time the circus comes through, they have new people there. People still go to the circus. I don't see why we can't buy the game just because Kojima isn't a part of it. So, to all of you out there saying that you're going to boycott the game or some things like that, I say give the game a chance. You don't know if you're going to like it or not. Maybe you enjoy poking the zombies with the stick, right? Maybe you might enjoy a little desolate area for you to go to. Maybe you feel like you're the zombie environmentalist. I don't know. But all I'm saying is give the game a shot before you decide. And now these are my reasons why I think that Metal Gear Solid Survive is a great game. It looks nice. You get to walk around, and you get to drop down cages to lock things inside of it. I very rarely ever play games like that. So yeah, this is Lord Xbox, and I'm telling you why you should buy or give a try to Metal Gear Survive. Give it a shot, see what you like it, and I'll see you next time. Lord Xbox out.